Come on an adventure with me while I tell you a secret. So, I'm back on a moto going to parts of Bangkok unknown. One of the things that I've been doing on this Thailand trip is really doing some things that are just personal for me, things that I wanted to do, experience. And this is one of them that I'm taking you on. So, I decided that I'm getting a Sak Yant tattoo, which is a traditional Thai tattoo that is linked to their cosmology and spirituality. And so, to get them done properly, you have to do them with a monk who does your blessing, and he pretty much puts what you want energetically into your tattoo. And there's rules around it depending on the type of tattoo you get, the type of design you get, how you have to behave and not behave or not do things based on the type of tattoo you get. Now, there are temples that do these tattoos throughout Thailand. And of course, there's one in Bangkok that's about an hour outside of the city. And after doing some research, I decided I was not going to go to the temple. And that was for two reasons. I actually wanted a more personal experience. And it seems that it's become such a thing that basically they take groups out, they do the tattoos in a group setting, and they kind of do the blessing in this way, and ultimately it's not necessarily the most sanitary thing to do, and they don't always change the needles because they think the magic will protect you from whatever. And honestly, I don't want hepatitis, so I decided that I would find an alternative. So I, of course, did some research and I found a monk that wasn't far from our apartment who actually does the tattoos in a little studio. And so that's where we're heading today. My oldest son is actually on a different moto just ahead of me somewhere, and he may be getting a tattoo as well. He doesn't know if he can take the pain because if you didn't know, these tattoos are done by the monks, but they're done with a poke and stick. So basically, it's the needle at the end of usually a bamboo shoot or something like that, but it's a poke tattoo. And so basically, he will hand poke this tattoo into my skin. And I've told a few people that I was doing this tattoo, and apparently they think I have a pain fetish. But I really want the blessing. I really want to have the experience of the ritual and see how this changes my life. So I'm on my way there, and it looks like we're going through parts of Guatemala that I've seen. This looks so much like Guatemala to me right now, but this is Thailand, and I guess this is where maybe some of the real people live or average people. And I think that my bike is lost. I have the great way of getting lost, and so now he's dropped me off, and someone else has come picks me up after calling the tattoo place to come and get me. So they sent someone else on a bike, and we are now actually on our way to the studio, which was down some of these twists and turns and a little more difficult to find. So finally arrived, and I'm going to get my Sakyat tattoo. Now, honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect after that bike ride, what the studio would be like, or where it would be like. Am I going to someone's house? But no, it's a nice little studio. You take your shoes off before you go inside. Little girls offering me some water. There's a little kitty cat sitting there watching. And most importantly, there is an English speaking translator. There's my son sitting over there, and this is the translator. So I'm not going to tell you everything that we said and I told them because you know what? It's personal. And it's nice though because I also didn't know monks could be cute. I mean, I think this monk is pretty cute, no? But I did not realize that most of them do not bother to learn English simply because they are studying their spirituality and cosmology, and they ain't got time for that. So the studio actually has someone who is English speaking there that I can translate what tattoo I like, what I want from this experience, and what I want him to help infuse, I guess, into my tattoo to help me achieve the type of goals that I want to have. So I brought him an offering of flowers in addition to the fee for the tattoo, and he does a prayer, and then after the prayer get started. So this is him doing the prayer over my offering and me giving it to him, and offering gratitude for his skill. And then he basically turns me around and he starts the stencil. So he goes ahead and gets started with the stencil, and it's really, I don't know what to expect. I keep thinking it's going to be like the worst pain ever, but I've had kids, so I think I'm going to survive. So after the before the stencil, he actually cleans everything, and then um get started on this whole process. Now, everybody tells me how painful this is. So I always anticipate it's going to be like the worst thing ever. Like I thought like totally die in childbirth from pain, like pass out and not be able to survive. But I survived 3 times. So I really don't know that it's going to be worse than that. But everybody who talks about it says it's the worst or most painful way to get a tattoo. And here we are. Let's see if I scream or not. Y'all, I ain't scream. But it is more painful than the average, I guess, a regular tattoo with a tattoo gun. And I will say that it's not as painful as I anticipated, and it goes super fast. So you see the size of my tattoo, and this did not take him more than, I don't want to say maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and it was done. And yeah, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts, but I didn't cry, I didn't scream. When my son decided to get it, he actually said he did not know if he was going to make it through. He originally was gonna get a really big one, and then he opted for something smaller, and he was said that he was very happy that he did not get something that was super huge. But ultimately, it didn't hurt as much, and they put a little gold leaf on top of it, and he does the prayer and the blessing, and then after that, he wraps it, it's done. So, guys, tell me, would you get one of these tattoos, or am I completely crazy? Am I doing too much? I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy I got it, and I love it so much. So, let me know what you think.